Sam, we've got another wonderful movie coming to Netflix that I got to see early at Fantastic Fest, and I would like to talk about it with you.
Please do.
It's got boobies in it.
DJ,
Yes.
this year we got to do something real fun.
What?
We got to go on a little trip to Austin, Texas. That's a yeehaw state. That's a yeehaw city.
Yeehaw.
A lot of yeehaws in that town, and we got to go to Fantastic Fest, the genre film festival. We have a bunch of videos on our channel about it, and you got to see a real cool movie.
Yeah, I got to see a really fun horror thriller that's actually coming to Netflix real soon. It's hitting Netflix on November 16th.
That's right around the corner. It's titled Cam. Now, this movie was directed by Daniel Goldhaber, and it was written by Issa Mazzei and Daniel Goldhaber.
I believe it's Issa Mazzei.
Thank you.
And the director, David Goldhaber. And it stars Madeline Brewer.
There you go.
And Melora Walters and a bunch of other amazing people. But this is really Madeline Brewer's movie. She plays the titular camgirl, whose identity gets stolen in the most literal sense possible. And she has to unravel, in kind of a supernatural way, her identity gets stolen. She has to unravel the mystery of what's going on. And this is the type of movie I was watching. I don't know. It's like, because when you're at Fantastic Fest, you're in a film festival, you have to choose what movie you want to see in your circuit. I'm like, fine. This sounds fine. I'll check it out, right?
No, it sounded interesting, but it's so hard to pick when there's like six movies that look like all A+.
Yeah, so I was like, I'll check this out, right? I wasn't really feeling anything else, so I'll check this out. And Issa Mazzei did work as a cam model. She was part of this industry, and you can tell in this type of movie because all the little details make it feel more real and believable. So when the supernatural stuff starts happening, you feel more there, and especially somebody who works. If going off this movie, what she does is not actually too different than what we're doing right now on Twitch. And so when her identity gets stolen, you feel it, like you're scared with her, like you're able to be like any good horror thriller, you feel like you're a part of that nightmare, you imagine yourself in that situation. And so it was very gripping, and about halfway through this movie I'm like, this is one of those movies that has such a great premise, such a smart, compelling premise with such a great hook. There's no possible way it has a good ending. Like I would put It Follows under the situation where the hook is so good that there's no good way to end it. There's no like it's all it is that great setup, and there's no real way to resolve it.
Oh, you don't like It Follows?
I do like It Follows. I just think the ending's kind of weak. You know what I mean? And I thought that this would be something like that where there's not really like it's like threading a needle to come up with a good resolution for this conflict, and in my opinion they nailed the ending. They found the perfect way to resolve the situation that's not too easy but not too like out of nowhere, you know what I mean, like
Deus Ex Machina kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It finds a very natural, organic way, and I was really impressed by it. It was one of those movies that I didn't have any expectations for, but it really impressed me.
So we like to, when we do our reviews, we have like 3 positives and a negative. Yes. When you have 3 positives you think that stand out to you?
I think the believability of the world. I think part of telling a good story is the details, and considering the writer was a part of this world, I think the details really brought me into the movie. I think Madeline Brewer's lead performance is very brave. It's a very brave performance, and technically she's playing 3 different roles. Because she's playing normal her, she's playing on camera her, and then she's playing the doppelganger her. Yeah. And so her performance is really impressive, and I think the resolution, the fact that they're able to find a good way to wrap, because I think that's one of the hardest things in any horror movie is how do you find a way that doesn't betray the fear you try to put in your audience, doesn't be like, hey, everything's okay now, but like finds a nice resolution. Negative, if I were to pick a negative.
Hey, you don't have to.
Yeah, I really can't think of. I can't think of. I really can't think of one. I think it does. It sets out to do something, and it accomplishes that really well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
No, I'm extremely on board with seeing this movie. There was a screener that I could have seen early, but I'm excited for like the Netflix premiere of this movie.
Yeah.
So once it hits Netflix, and you guys can watch it as well, let us know what you think, and I'll make sure I tweet out my thoughts when it comes out as well, because I'm extremely excited. It sounds like it's these modern day stories. It's kind of like when Silicon Valley deals with modern day tech problems, or American Vandal does a really good job with they capture the way teenagers actually behave. In a heightened scenario, they do actually capture the way teenagers behave currently. Not even like, you can't just use like today.
Yeah.
They're actually like pretty much up to date. As soon as like this comes out, kids, like the memes and everything kind of hold up for the most part, which is interesting. And this movie seems like it does that as well, not capturing super specific jokes and attitudes, but like the way that our industry is moving and how different industries are evolving to like keep up with the internet and social media. It's cool that you're able to use that. Different from like Unfriended, which I enjoy that movie, but it's like, what if Skype was haunted? And it's like, no, it's like, what if you actually like made a very specific genre of thing that everyone's kind of aware of, but we don't know that much about. There's a lot of room to kind of make it spooky.
Exactly. And they do a good job of like diving into her work and not shaming her at all for the type of work she does. You know what I mean? Like I think it's a very sex positive movie, which is cool. It's not like the slasher flicks where it's like, you're going to die because you had sex. You know what I mean? Like, so
classic.
And,
classic.
Yeah. So if you want a fun popcorn scary movie, this is exactly that. And God bless Netflix for producing these movies that we got to see.
Oh, one really cool thing.
Fantastic Fest,
a lot of people, if you look at Netflix, or if you look at Netflix movies, it always says Netflix original, and that sometimes means they just found a movie and they bought it. They can slap any label they want on there. But with this, they actually helped produce it. They wanted to get this movie made, so they believed in it.
Night Comes For Us was another one that was like that.
We got to see a lot of really good Netflix, or like true Netflix originals at Fantastic Fest, and it was cool that you got to see this.
Hold the Dark was another one, I think. So anyway, yeah.
Overall, you loved it.
I liked it. So we liked it. There's no Rotten Tomato score. There's no Rotten Tomato score for this guy yet. Hopefully, once it comes out, people see more of it. But we like to do our own rating.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And we like to come up with our own rating system as well. It's not a 1 out of 10, guys. We're going to pick a number that lines up with this movie.
We're too cool for that
shit. Yeah. And randomly, we were like, let's throw out 69. And we couldn't figure out a reason why. It's easy peasy. Can we get some honey hands in the chat for that one? What would you say out of 69?
Out of 69? Hey, what's a solid B plus you think in 69 land?
That's a scary land. That's not my favorite theme park.
Or an exciting land.
Hey, who knows?
Yeah, depending on what you're into.
Thanks, Austin.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
It's the number. I would say for that, I'd say you're in the 50s.
50?
Yeah, in the 50s.
Like a 50?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 50 then, a B plus. Good, solid B plus of a movie.
Don't worry, you guys will correct us in the chat with actual math.
I appreciate it. Actual math people, do it up, man.
No, but it sounds like a good movie, and here's a fun little thing I added. Quote on the box. If you saw this in the bargain bin at Walmart and you saw that quote on the box that makes you buy Cam, what would that quote on the box be? What's on the box? Which I want to label that. I want to label that too. What's on the box?
Scary sexy.
Ooh, scary.sexy.
No. Just scary sexy. Period.
In Comic Sans?
In quotes. No. No, maybe not like nice like neon font. That people want.
Ooh, not bad.
All right, that is Cam. Let me know in the comments down below if you are going to check it out. Please do. Are you trying to like blink in?
Nope, 100% blanked out totally. I think you said boobies, and I'm going to be honest, I think I shorted out like a 14-year-old.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
God damn it, we're going to keep going. Like it. I can say this part, subscribe. I'm not a total... No, you're the child. I subscribe. No, Patreon's over here. And we got a show's over there, and there's a video here. End the video.